It's the I Can't Mom Today podcast with Heather, the new mom, and Vera, the seasoned mom. I Can't Mom Today.
Hey, this is Vera and Heather back again with another episode of I Can't Mom Today podcast. Hi, Vera.
Hey, Heather.
Hi. Do you hear my laundry going in the background?
Nope, don't hear it.
Oh, I hear it. I'm sure it'll be there when I go to edit it.
Oh, yeah, probably. You'll be like, what? That's okay, man. Laundry happens, especially this day and age. Laundry and cleaning and all that fun stuff.
I know. Well, it used to be before this current situation. I would work some, clean some, work some, clean some throughout the day because I would drop Baker off, around 7 for daycare and then come back, start working. And I wouldn't see him until 4:30 when Brad got home. So I had some time in there to clean and do things. But now with him home, I don't have time. Yeah. So the house I clean it, I deep clean it. I'm deciding I'm just going to deep clean it once a month.
Yeah, well, that's fine, especially if you can do your best. I know when you have a toddler running around the house, it's hard to keep things clean. But, if you stay on top of the general stuff, then when you deep clean it once a month, it's usually pretty good. Yeah,
it's just that there just seems to be so much. And I like to be thorough, I like to slowly vacuum, not like blah, 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 real quick. And it's lived in.
Yeah. Well, especially now. That's what, we go through and, I've got 2 able-bodied men in my house and neither of them take the trash out. So
really,
I'm the one that always takes the trash out and
hell no,
out every day because we're all in the house all the time. So there's a lot more trash.
Yeah. How's that puppy dog doing?
She's good. She's crazy though. Crazy Daisy, man. Oh my gosh. I love her. She's adorable, but she's just, she's teething. So she's chewing on everything. Gross. I've already lost 1 shoe and I think she has it buried in the yard somewhere now. It's one of my favorite shoes. And it's a flip flop. It's OOFOS. They're really good for your back and stuff. They're super squishy. Huh. And so you can imagine probably lots of fun to chew on. So she already broke it.
It's not like you have a door in your closet or anything.
Yeah, well, you take them off, you wear them to bed, and then you take them off right before you get into bed because we have wood floors now, and I don't want to walk barefoot with getting into bed because then dirt gets stuck to the bottom of your feet.
I hate that.
Yeah, me too. So I need to have slippers or shoes or something right before I get into bed.
Yeah.
There you go.
I feel that way.
So other than that though, she's great. She's just crazy because she's a puppy. So she runs and plays and chews and jumps and goes all over the place and then naps and then runs and, crazy Daisy.
Just relishes quiet moments.
Exactly. She was napping when I came in here to do this podcast. So just like Baker.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I had trouble getting him to sleep because he went down a little bit later because I've been cleaning since 9 and it's 2:00 here now, or 3. Jeez. I'm the one that puts him to sleep because otherwise Brad and him will fight for an hour going to bed and then I'll go in there and have to fight for another 45 minutes. He was not wanting to go to sleep. And so I said, buddy, it's just a little nap. Can you just please take a little nap?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay. That seems reasonable. Thanks, Mom.
Just a quick one. Yeah, right?
I just need you to take a little nap, buddy.
Just a little one.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't you ask? Why didn't you say so?
That was always pure hell with Luke getting him to sleep. Oh, my God. Well, you know that. Yes. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Every excuse. Well, I'm not an excuse person. No, I'm done.
Yeah.
He pushes his limits, but he gets so much with Dad. Brad gets him so, and it's just, that's Brad's nature. I'm a hard ass. I'm like, no, you don't need any more water. And I tell him before he goes to sleep, I'm like, this is all the water you're getting. You don't get any more. You do not get a refill.
How's he doing with his potty training anyway?
He's doing good. He goes through times where he's like, oh, really good. And then times where he's like, no, I don't want to go potty. But yeah, for the most part, he does pretty well. He's had a couple accidents. He has a couple accidents a week, but it's just the other day we were playing outside or we were picking weeds. Actually, it was yesterday. We were picking weeds outside and I hear the screen door open. I was like, what? And then I hear it close. I was like, what the hell? And so I was like, I went inside obviously to check on him. He came out and was, doing pee-pee dance. I was like, oh, you need a potty? He's like, yeah, I can't get up there. I was like, okay. Let's go. And so I went in there and helped him, and he had a little accident, but it wasn't his fault. I mean,
Yeah.
he should know how to get on the potty, but in any event, I'm just proud of him for like just running. I was like, next time when you're running, just say, "Mommy, potty."
Yeah, exactly. Potty! Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fun. Yeah. So right now, because I was such a trooper this morning, I still have some more cleaning to do, but I've got my fresh squeezed lemonade and vodka.
There you go. I was going to say, I got a glass of wine. There's no ice in it.
This is better. Well, it's not better, but Anyways, we put something out on Facebook last week and asking about, what did we ask?
We asked what's something that you stopped doing since the whole social distancing, self-quarantining, and things that you've started doing, perhaps.
Obviously, I've stopped thinking.
You've stopped thinking.
And start drinking more.
I know. It's so hard, like at 5 o'clock, not to just be like, okay, I'm ready for some wine now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. Yes, definitely. There's a little bit more wine consumption going on my end anyway.
Yeah, I just feel like I just am going so hard during the day that I have to try to catch up with water at the end of the day. I want to drink wine, but when I get to 5 o'clock, I'm like, God, I've only had one cup of one thing of water and 2 soda waters or something. So I have to get in some water. So obviously I chug it as quickly as I can.
Oh,
but it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I definitely feel like things that we've kind of found a little bit of a groove. I mean, I guess we're a month in.
Yeah.
We found a groove as a family. Like even Luke said to me the other day, he's like, because, his official chore, aside from just other random stuff that pops up, but his official chore is to empty the dishwasher. And of course, again, we're doing that much more frequently because we're eating at home and we're at home more. And, and he said, after he finished emptying it, I was filling it or putting, cleaning up around it. And he said, I feel like we're all working well together with, better than we have in the past with keeping the house clean. I was like, yeah, well, that's true.
Because you don't have anything to do. Like
exactly.
And like, you're not going out to movies and you're not going out to see friends and you're like, yeah, I've been doing a lot more baking. I'm like, I should do this more often. And I'm like, well,
yeah.
The reason why I do so much, is because I can't leave the house, and my brain can only take so much work during the day, during the week, that I just can't. Like on the weekends, like that's my downtime. Is like I enjoy baking. That's my thing. I like it.
Well, and two, when you're home, like. There's your home. You can't go anywhere, like you said. But also, too, you're staring at with the cleaning stuff. Like you're staring at it, So it's a lot harder to avoid cleaning something if you have to stare at it all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the things I started doing, which I never in a million years thought I would ever start doing, is making my bed every morning.
Well, when you say making, do you mean like tucking in sheets and fluffing pillows, or do you mean just like throwing the cover over and just like making it presentable?
No, I make it look nice.
No.
Yeah. Because I want it to look nice so that it cheers me up when I walk into the bedroom.
It actually is. You shouldn't be covering or making your bed every day.
Why?
Here's an excuse for everyone that doesn't want to make their bed.
Okay.
Whether or not it's,
I thought it was on the list of the 7 things that highly successful people do is they make their bed every morning.
I'm not saying you shouldn't make it neat and tidy looking, but when you cover up the sheets, because you're between the sheets, all your skin cells go on there. So it's easier for dust mites and it's especially just covered dust mites like that kind of.
So I'm breeding more dust mites after I start making.
You're helping them into a favorable environment.
Grody.
So just an FYI.
Well, I'm still gonna make my bed because I've realized it makes me feel good.
Do what you got to do. I do. I cover my bed up too. I don't make it. I pull the cover back so it looks made-ish. Well, but we're not those kind of people. We're just not the kind of people that I hate dust ruffles. I hate them.
Really?
I just cannot find one that I'm like, because it either gets dirty and then you have to literally unassemble the bed to get it off to wash it. Or we had one that was something that you could just, it kind of tucked in the sides, but that was a bastard to kind of keep up. So in theory, it was nice, but in practicality, it was horrific. So we just don't. And I don't think I grew up with them on my bed either, but I don't have stuff under my bed, so I don't care. But I hate it.
I don't like being able to see the mattress though, or the box spring or whatever.
That's why they should make bigger blankets.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the blankets are tiny anyway.
Yeah.
So that's why
I need to write a letter.
Agreed. But yeah, so I don't, but we don't have a box spring though. We have a mattress on a
platform bed.
Well, it's adjustable. Thank you very much.
Nice.
But
fancy.
Yeah, it's still fancy. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess so we're not very formal in that sense of like, oh, we have to have like 16 pillows and they all have to have shams on them and blah, blah, blah.
See, I have just 2 pillows with shams on them, but then Jerry uses I'm like, no, those are supposed to be decorative because you don't wash the shams as frequently as you wash the pillowcases because it's decorative.
Correct.
And so then he gets the shams all goopy. And I'm like, you're not supposed to use the pillows with the shams on them. You Neanderthal.
I know. Listen, I hear you.
So, but then the one thing that I kind of stopped doing, which is on all of our Facebook page, is I stopped shaving my legs pretty much.
Yeah, you did.
Although I did try Nair yesterday.
Did you? How'd you like it?
Yeah, it sort of kind of worked because part of the problem is, in case you haven't seen it on the Facebook, is that I did get laser hair removal on my legs, but it didn't remove all of the baby fine hairs. It removed the coarser hair. So it's really hard when I do shave my legs to feel the baby fine and see it.
Unless you're in the wind.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can feel it. Exactly.
That used to be my litmus test on when I needed to shave. I was like, I can feel my leg hair.
My leg hair is blowing in the wind. Yeah. So the Nair kind of worked because one of our friends suggested it on Facebook. I think if I did it again, like I could do it like 2 days in a row, then it would get like what I didn't get the first time. It worked better like on my thighs than it did on my calves and my shins. Like I'm feeling them right now. So yeah, I'll try it again. If after 2 applications it doesn't work, then I'm just going back to shaving and saying screw it. But
yeah, I have also not shaved my legs, but I again have had laser done as well, and so I have like I would say 5 dark hairs on each leg. I'm just like whatever.
See,
we're just living that freak life over here. But I will say I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to have to start shaving because it's becoming better weather and we're out on walks, and whether or not, I mean, even though we're keeping that social distancing from other people, you know how you can see, and I'm sure you can't see that close up or that well from far away, but you know how like sunshine will get like hairs.
Oh yeah, it'll like hit the hair on your legs just so, and you're like, and mine are blonde, so like if the sun hits it, they're like sparkly.
Yeah,
it's like ew.
That's how besides those 5 hairs on each leg, but it is what it is. And I used to pluck them. I used to just pluck it out, and so I didn't have to shave the rest of them. But
that sounds painful.
It's not, because it's 5. I mean, it legitimately is that few. And so right now I'm like, who am I trying to impress? Brad? Nope.
Exactly.
But Brad,
I don't think Jerry can even tell. I don't think Jerry even notices if I have hair on my legs or not. I
think even if I had dark hair, Brad wouldn't have any idea. I don't know. It depends on how beastly I was.
Yeah.
I can't remember how bad it was. I don't think it was super hairy. I don't think I ever had super hairy legs, but I think women just have less hair on their legs on average than men do, because men have right?
Definitely.
Brad has decided to start growing a mustache, so that's weird.
Ew.
I know. And so we call it the caterpillar. And so I make Baker pet it. I'm like, pet daddy's caterpillar.
Is it a porn stash?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, gross.
I know.
Brad. You'll have to post a picture of him in his porn stash.
It's so ridiculous. He just thinks it's so funny. Like and he grows his facial hair grows pretty fast. And he had laser done on his face as well. It was just like this janky thing that he went to. Like we went to you and I went to a place that in Tallahassee that was really great. Shout out Becky.
Right.
She's awesome. She's no longer there, but the process was quality. But he got this in like Groupon, and he spent like a year and a half. And he still has hair. I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah.
I was like, you should either go somewhere else. But here it's so expensive. Holy cow. I mean, not that it wasn't expensive where we went, but it's so expensive here.
Oh man.
He shaves every day for work because he has to, but they're allowed to have a mustache as long as it's like clean or whatever, kept up. He shaved the other day, and it was like, he went the whole weekend without shaving, and then shaved on like Tuesday or something. And he shaved everything but his mustache. And I didn't notice. I didn't really pay attention to him, I guess, because I get up at 5 and get started in the day, and he wakes up at like 7 whenever Baker gets up. And it was early in the morning. They went for a walk. I saw him coming back. And so I was like, oh, I'll go downstairs and like greet them as they come in the door. And I saw it. I was like, what is that?
OMG.
And I just started dying laughing. And I just couldn't catch my breath. I was laughing so hard. Yeah, that's the new
Brad and his porn
I guess we're both protesting shaving.
So what else? Is there anything else that you've stopped doing or you started doing since the coronavirus?
I had gotten into makeup a little bit, but now I have not. My healthcare routines are a little bit less so important to me. I mean,
I know.
I am a devout shower. Like I shower every day. It just makes me feel better. But I will say that there are times, like I would say once a week, I skip a shower. I'm like,
once a week.
Not today.
You're better than I am. I'm not even going to quantify how many times I've skipped showers.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some weeks it's like twice, and it definitely depends on what week it is. But I will skip the shower once a week. But before, I would not. I would take a shower every day.
Well, especially when you're out in the world and everything, or like if you go to work out, for me, because I sweat.
I don't work out.
Did do that. I was going to say, I'm so proud of some of our Facebook people on the page, because some of them have said that they've started working out, like running on the treadmill every other day. And I'm like, man, it actually inspired me when I saw that. So yesterday I did do a bar class online. And it felt really good to do it, I have to say. But that's the first time I've worked out since quarantining, and I feel like such a blop.
Yeah, I need to start doing it, but I don't have time. I literally don't have time. And by time I get to where I put Baker to bed, it's about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. So I've been going from 5 to 8, and from 8 to 10, I'm like, F this, I'm done. I'm blobbing on TV, or Brad and I have recently started taking up doing puzzles.
Oh, I love puzzles. And we have a puzzle. I keep meaning to bust it out, but
we've done like 4 so far.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's like 500 pieces or more.
Fun.
Yeah. So that's something
puzzles
new.
are supposedly like making a huge resurgence. A lot of people are doing them.
Oh, they're sold out everywhere. Everywhere. We have tried everywhere. And we just can't find them. So yeah, we have about 3 or 4 that we've found. So we had somebody that said they stopped wearing makeup, which I think a lot of people have, but we still people are like, oh, I live in sweatpants and whatever. But I have so many freaking Zoom calls a week that I would say I have about 10 Zoom calls a week. And there are less days that I don't have them. So I would say if I'm lucky to have 2 days without a Zoom meeting, then that's a good week.
Okay. Yeah. See, I haven't had to have Zoom meetings, so that's been good. But then, I hardly ever wear makeup or anything.
Well, when I say dress up, I mean, I I'm not wearing,
dressed.
Yeah. Well, I'm not wearing, yoga pants. Well, I don't really wear yoga pants, but I'm not wearing like sweatpants or something like that and a t-shirt. I have to actually put a decent shirt on. If I'm going to have a decent shirt on, then I'm going to have jeans on, because like, what if I do have to get up and run and grab something?
Yeah. I guess that's true. Yeah, one person on our Facebook page said that she stopped wearing pants with buttons.
Yeah, she said she does not advise that to do at home.
Yeah, because it's not good for your waistline.
Yeah.
I made myself wear a pair of jean shorts that I love yesterday, and I could tell they were snug. Like I refused to weigh myself, but I can tell I've gained weight for sure.
My boss was like, I've gained weight. And I was like, so have I. And she's like, I actually stepped on a scale. I was like, there's no accident I have happening with my feet touching a scale right now. No way. No freaking way. Like I
feel worse.
Yeah. I have 3 pair of jeans that I rotate, and one is quite tight and the other 2 are moderately tight.
Ugh.
So it is what it is.
I hate
One
it.
said they stopped coloring their hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I did order some hair dye, and Jerry's going to help me dye my hair tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait for those pictures before and after.
I should, definitely, because my roots are like 2 inches long, and it's just.
What color is your hair deep down?
It's like an ashy light brown, kind of light brown, medium brown, but it's like ashy. And then you add in the gray streaks, and it's like, it's just like a dishwater color. It's awful. So I decided, and it was before it was dyed red. So the dyed part is red. So, and then I've got the big long roots, and I decided to get blonde hair dye. So I could come out looking like it could come out totally orangey and brassy and terrible. I figure like, well, what do I have to lose? I'm not seeing anybody anyway. So
I know, but please take before and after. Please, dear Jesus.
I will.
Thank you.
I should it's probably going to be amusing just watching the process with Jerry, knowing I just ordered this like all natural stuff off of Amazon, and it had high ratings. It wasn't crazy expensive, so I figured I'd give it a whirl.
Oh, I bought a set of clippers so I have about 3 more haircuts before we break even, or 2 more haircuts before we break even. Brad needed me to clean up his neck. I was like, you know what? I was like, I feel really confident at this point because I feel like I did a really good job on your neck, and I think I can go up and at least clean up the bottom part. And I got overconfident, and there was a chunk taken out, but it wasn't it was still like on a number 1 or something like that. So it wasn't like that much taken off, but you could definitely see the indent was a little bit, and I was like, I'm not going to recoup from this. So we just did a complete shave of his head.
Well, I think it was before, wasn't it?
No,
before.
No. He has like fades happening and stuff. I don't know. So I have to cut his hair 2 more times for us to make come out even on that, and then we can hang up the clippers.
Yeah,
either that or I learn, but it's not happening.
Yeah, Jerry asked me if I would consider cutting his hair, and I'm like, I can try. I can't promise.
Isn't he like a beach bum now?
No, he grew it out, and then he finally cut it off. He finally cut it off.
This is what he's been practicing for his whole life.
Oh, it looks so terrible when it was grown out. Dude.
I don't disagree.
George Washington.
I don't disagree, but what I'm saying is,
yeah, it was bad. Or like Jimmy Buffett gone wrong. It was just
yeah, I can see that.
Not good.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a thin. Who's the guy with the key? Edison?
Ben Franklin.
No, Ben Franklin. Yeah. Gosh, I don't know.
Yeah, the key and the kite and electricity and all that stuff.
Listen, I'm terrible at history and names, so just don't judge me, okay? One lady said that she started doing a couch to the 5K program, and I started.
Yeah.
I responded, obviously, I'm doing the couch to the kitchen.
Kitchen. I was gonna say, I'm going from the getting up and moving around and wearing clothes to the pajamas on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, when one person said I attempted to drag the trash can to the road because I was sure it was Tuesday, which I guess is her trash day, but it wasn't Tuesday. And she said, please excuse me while I put on my monster slippers and crawl into my old lady adjustable bed.
Yeah.
So another person with an adjustable bed. What am I missing out on here?
No, it's amazing. And the thing is, like, I would have never gotten one. Never.
Yeah.
Like, just because, stigma, like, oh my God, you're so old.
Exactly.
I mean, really, it's preparing you for your inevitable future.
Nice. But, oh my God.
Yeah. The only reason why I got it was because and I've mentioned this before, is that when I was pregnant, let's back up a little more. About 6 years ago, I broke my ankle. And so my body's just been jacked up since then. And so my laying on my left side, which is the side that it broke, my left hip gets really, it just aches. It hurts. So I have to sleep on my right side. And during pregnancy, my left side was just hurting so bad all the time. So I started only sleeping on my right side and my back. And then it got to the point where I couldn't sleep in my back anymore because of the pregnancy. And so I was only sleeping on my right side. And so my right side was like, listen, bitch, we need to talk. I had to do something. And so what I would do, so we got an adjustable bed because our income taxes came back in, and we went and bought an adjustable bed. And so I would have the head and foot up so that my hip would be in that divot kind of space. And I was able to sleep on my left side, and I could also sleep on my back because I would just put a pillow under one side of my back. And so I wasn't truly on my back, but my feet would be elevated and my head would be elevated, and it worked. It was great. And I loved it. And now when I get sick, it's great because I can just elevate my head, or if my feet hurt, because I get my legs get achy.
Yeah.
I just prop that bed up, man. It's do it. What are you waiting for?
Well, if I had the money.
It's actually not as bad as you would expect it to be.
Really?
Like ours is, I don't know. We got the whole bed, like a memory foam bed or a gel bed or some crap. And then the adjustable base, I think it was like $1,200.
Really? That's not that bad.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Yeah. Did you see the other girl that has the adjustable bed that on our I Can't Mom Today Facebook? She was saying that she was looking at other adjustable beds when she was buying hers, and there was like a Tempur-Pedic one with a light up base.
Yeah. I mean,
and it was like $10,000, and we're all like, who needs a light up base for their bed? Like, I get that. Like, it's like a car. Like, all I can think about is like, does it have hydraulics too? Like a car going boom, boom, boom.
Well, yeah, it does have hydraulics, because that's what gets it up and down.
There you go.
Legitimately,
purple,
like
pink.
we got the base model. The next step up was you could have a remote that was wireless. Like we have the wired ones. And I was like, we probably need wired ones because we're probably going to lose them.
That's a good point. Very good point. Especially in the abyss that I have in my house. Oh my God.
And then we have the next level up. There's 3 levels. The very top level, they had 0 gravity touch button. So when you touched it, it would bring you to 0 gravity, I guess, ideal position. I don't know. Obviously that it was double the price we paid for ours, or like triple. I was like, I don't need that.
Yeah. Yeah. Do I need that? No.
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 And this one's been great. We've had it for 3 years now. No, 4. We've had it for 4 years.
See, we are going to need a new bed fairly soon, because our bed is it's starting to get squished. Like on Jerry's side, especially, like it gets, like you can kind of see it, it's just starting to, I guess sag is, I guess what you would say. So, and I mean, I guess the bed's probably about 6 or 7 years old, and they say they last 8 years.
I think it's like 10. I don't know. I don't live by that rule. I just add a mattress topper to the top of it.
Well, I know. Well, that's what I used to do. But with the rheumatoid arthritis, I read that you have to watch out with mattress toppers because they're made of chemicals that can leach into you while you're sleeping,
Jesus.
which can hurt your autoimmune disease. So
if you're looking for a new mattress, I think there's this mattress I've heard a lot about. It's called Avocado.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it's natural.
Yeah. It's like more natural. And I've heard Tuft and Needle. Also,
Needle. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, we got the one that we got it's not a mattress topper. It's just the mattress, but it was made in America. So we were pretty, we're like, yeah. And it was less expensive than the other one. And I think it had less chemicals in it too. I feel
because a lot of, the what do you call that? The foam stuff, a lot of times is made with a bunch of bad chemicals. That's why I had to take mine off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anyway.
Well, can you get a feather topper, or no? Is that not something you're...
Yeah, feather would work. It's just that it flattens out really easily. Like, I think you have to take it out and fluff it up a lot.
Can you get do you think you can get what's that thing called? Tennis racket and just beat it?
Possibly. What's that thing called? The thing that you hit balls with back and forth on that green...
My brain is... let me just drink some more vodka because there's no...
that'll help. Yeah. Oh, I'm same thing. Same Z's. Yeah, that's what one of the other people on Facebook said. I've stopped denying my inner alcoholic after COVID.
Same girl, same.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've drank more in this last 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, whatever the timeline is. I don't even know what day it is half the time. But and you know, at first I was like, how do people not know what the day is? Now I get it.
Yeah,
I get it because they just melt into one another. And but I've drank more in the last 6 to 8 weeks than I did like the third quarter or fourth quarter of 2019.
I thought you were going to say, you know, when I was 25 or whatever. No, just last year.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Well, I mean, it has to do with holidays. It's like holidays, birthday, Brad's birthday, Thanksgiving. I mean, like there's a lot going on during that fourth quarter. So I feel like I'm very valid in comparing those two. Maybe
normally it's kind of like you figure, oh, it's Friday, so maybe on Wednesday
every day's Friday and every day's Monday and every day's Saturday.
There's no differentiation.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
I know.
So
one said that they just stopped trying to tame their mane.
Oh yeah, she said she hadn't straightened her hair in a month or whatever. Like, girl, I haven't even blow dried my hair.
No.
But you know, I feel like it's so like nice and healthy now because it hasn't been dyed, it hasn't been getting blow dried, so it hasn't been like fried. Like it's like my hair is nice and smooth.
Nice.
It's gray-ish for 2 inches of it, and
it's all kinds of messed up. But
other than that, it's nice and smooth and soft.
That's good.
Well, and then here in Tallahassee, we had a couple of tornadoes come through the other night. That was scary.
Yeah.
Thursday, and our friends, luckily everybody's okay, but like it like literally was like right by their houses, and you know, knocked down a bunch of trees and ruined some pool screen stuff, but thankfully nobody was hurt. But that was scary. I was like, seriously, on top of all of this, really? I
know, it's just gonna get worse because the summer's coming and hurricanes, and Lord have mercy.
Oh, I know. That's
have you
one
seen
thing.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say that's the one thing I'm grateful for is at least we have power, knock on wood, and internet.
My internet's being throttled or something, or I don't know.
Well, it's just because everybody's using it.
Well, like sometimes it's like, oh, totally cool, and other times it's like, oh, your internet poor connectivity or something. I'm like, what? It's just random.
Because other people on the, because you have to share the bandwidth with the other people in your neighborhood.
Which is so bizarre.
Those bastards are using the internet too.
No, don't we have like wireless internet now? Like, doesn't everything just come? Can't we just put a big satellite in the universe and that's how things work?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, and if you live in a rural area, you can get satellite internet, but it's supposed to be slow.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. All right. If you want us to talk about something, or you want to talk to us about something, hit us up at Facebook at
I Can't Mom Today Podcast.
Yeah.
And YouTube, I Can't Mom Today Podcast, and Instagram and Twitter. Although I have to admit, I've been really slack on our Twitter account.
It's fine.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, I guess what you would say, we're probably, of course, all of our episodes are on YouTube and all the other, you can get them on iTunes and all that stuff too. But I'd say we're really most active on Facebook, wouldn't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So,
100%.
And then you can Gmail us too. Email us at I Can't Mom Today Podcast @gmail if you'd like to send us an email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time.
Bye. I'm going to go get some more wine.
Have fun. Bye.